New year, new me. We're doing things bigger, better, badder this year. Go to church like on my own will actually made it even more special. It's about to be my glow up era. Yeah, look at Emmy manifesting for me. I love that. Good morning. Oh my gosh, my voice. As you can tell, my voice is like trying to go away. It's 8 a.m. It is Sunday. I am gonna go to church this morning. I have been trying to talk myself out of it for the last like hour and a half. So when it comes to like religion or Christianity, I've never really been that invested in it, but I'm trying to do things better and I'm trying to get more connected with God this year and just dive more into like faith and leaning on faith and whatnot and stuff like that. So I have been trying to make just small changes this year to like invite God more into my space. And yeah, so I'm trying to go to church. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like an every Sunday thing for me necessarily. I think, you have to take baby steps. I want to at least, my goal this year is to go to church at least once each month. But I've never really been to church solo before, at least I don't think I have. But yeah, so I think that's where the issue is coming in. I do like have some social anxiety and like new environments when I don't know anybody. So it's very intimidating for me to go to church. So it's kind of scary, but I'm going to push myself because I feel like that's the best place to go if you're intimidated by a large crowd of people. There's this church here in Dallas that I've been wanting to try since last year. I don't know how I came across it. I think I saw them on TikTok, called Social Dallas. And like I said, I've been wanting to try it out. I think I watched like one or two sermons like last year on a Sunday, like while it was like live streaming. Yeah, so we're gonna go to this church. I feel like this church, like from the looks of it and like the vibe and everything, it feels like the vibe of my spirit. They have 3 services. They have 8:30, 10:30, and then 12:30. We're gonna go to the 10:30 one. Yeah, so with this being the first vlog of the year, I kind of want to set the tone off, share with you guys my vision board of this first quarter. I saw this girl talk about vision board on TikTok, and she's mentioned like you should break your vision board into quarters instead of like a whole year, because it's just like easier to do like bite sizes of like life changes and like setting goals and whatnot, and really trying to put forth the effort to make necessary changes and do what I need to do to get to where I want to go. So yeah, I've already made my first quarter vision board, and I've broken each quarter down into different eras, and right now I'm in the glow up era. But anyways, I'll talk more about that when I do show you guys the vision board. But yeah, anyways, new year, new me. We're doing things bigger, better, badder this year. But I just finished ice rolling. This is the first time I've ice rolled in a while, and I forgot how good this feels. Like, I gotta make sure I do this like every morning. Okay, so we are literally in the car. We are 0.6 miles away from the church. And why is there 11 minutes of traffic? Like, literally, we're only 0.6 miles away, and it's gonna take us 12 minutes to get there. And the service that we're going to starts at 10:30. We're not gonna get there till 10:33, only because of this crazy traffic. Like, that is so insane. 12 minutes to go 0.6 miles and be literally in the parking lot of this church. So I'm feeling like so stressed, and like I don't know why I'm feeling defeated for some stupid reason, because like this is insane. But I know we'll get there. They have a 12:30 service as well. My biggest stress is like I've never been here before. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do or anything, and I have both of the kids, and I have the kids, so I'm just like, on the way here I was like, well, maybe I'll just go to 12:30 and just stall out in the area until then. But then it's like, then Emmy's probably gonna get tired and be frustrated and cranky during the service, and I don't know if she would just like go to sleep. I don't know how she would do. I don't know what I should do. So I'm just gonna see, like when I get there, I'm gonna see how crazy the parking lot is, how crazy everything is and see if it would be worth it to wait until 12:30 and go to the next service, or if I should just go to this 10:30 service and just be a little late. I don't know what late is because I'm not going to park until like 10:33 and then to walk inside. I don't know how far we're going to park or anything. So again, I'm just going to assess the situation, and then if it's going to be like way too much time for us to get in there, then we'll just go at 12:30 and we'll just like maybe go to a coffee shop or something to kill some time. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, fingers crossed that some type of clearing happens or we're able to figure something out. So it's much later now. We are obviously home. We did go to church. We made it to the 10:30 service. We were like 15 minutes late, but there were so many people that were late. Like the traffic was literally for people getting to the church. So it ended up working out. Emmy went to the little kids area. She went to the kids thing, and me and Kyla went to like the actual service. So it went really well. She loved it. Apparently she was the life of the party. That's what they told me. Like she was dancing super hard and showing off her little dance skills. But yeah, it went really well. I really liked it. We didn't sit in the actual like room where they do like the service. We were in the overflow room, which is fine because we're still there and still had a good experience. So next time I know to be extra early, like leave my house pretty much an hour before the service, so that way I have plenty of time to get there and can sit in the main ballroom. So yeah, anyways, it was really, really cool. The vibe of the church is exactly what I expected to be. It was a church that lived up to my expectations and exceeded them. I really enjoyed it. I loved all the people there. Everyone was super nice, and it was just like very inviting and warm, and exactly the vibe of a church that I feel like works for me. And it was so interesting because I think I said earlier, I've never been to church on my own accord before. So to go to church like on my own will actually made it even more special and made it more meaningful. And I feel like it was good for me to like be able to connect on a deeper level versus just be there to be there. So yeah, so I'm happy that I went, and afterwards we went to they had a little coffee shop, so we went there. I'm really happy that I went and that I experienced it. But one of the like most amazing parts of today is that when I went to church, again, I was talking myself out of it and I was like super late, but I ended up going anyways. And when I was there and after I dropped Emmy off and was in like the overflow room, I was on the end of the row, and an old friend from high school walked by and recognized me and said hello. And it was so nice to see her and reconnect. And anyways, but long story short, today was a really good day. It was a really great Sunday. Church was great and reconnecting with old friends was great. So now me and Emmy are sitting here and we're eating a chicken Caesar salad and fries. I'm teaching Emmy early about girl dinner. So yeah, that's what we're sitting here doing. So I'm about to eat my food and then start getting the kids ready for bed because it's already almost 8 o'clock. So we're gonna eat and then we'll talk later. It's about to be my glow up era, and I'm loving that for me. It's 2025, it is time for me to finally unlock a new Jazzy. Because I'm now a mom of 2, so I feel like I definitely want to step into this like new era of myself. And I feel like it's really good to start the year off with glowing up and kind of elevating myself inwardly and outwardly. I can never not be interrupted. Yeah. I'm gonna pull up my vision board and I'm gonna walk you through my first era. Mom. That's not me. Oh, you know what? That's really nice of you. That's not me. That's not me, but that will be me. High five, Emmy. Thank you for the encouragement I needed today. Yeah, look at Emmy manifesting for me. I love that. So like I said, I was really wanting to work on myself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So one area of my vision board is to work on myself physically. I used to be very much a gym girly. I'm like really wanting to get back to physically how I was at the time. I was very focused on my fitness and like being more healthy and whatnot. But it was just hard because the fact that I had like all the time in the world. Now I'm a mom. Yeah, and then after 2 babies, body's just not the same. So that's another thing. I really want to work on my personal style and just like dressing a little bit more elevated than I used to. I used to be into like the skimpy little clothes and stuff like that, but now I want to wear things that are more like well suited for my body, where myself, like where I'm at, like what I'm my interest in. So yeah, I really want to work on developing some type of personal style during this time. I've always known how to do my makeup, but like know how to do my makeup in a way that may or may not be correct. I'll say that. I really want to work on practicing with makeup, you know, try some new products, try different things that work for me, try different looks. I get more creative and fun and just like know how to do my makeup. I also want to really work on my hair health. I want to grow my hair out and just work on making sure it's healthy and flourishing. Also, I'm really wanting to be more adamant on my skincare and having more consistent routine that like works for me and my skin. Just having like regular maintenance for my skin health, and being more on top of like those self-care routines. I really want to work on myself mentally, especially now that I'm a mom of 2, just because, and I'm 3 months postpartum for my second. Like, it's really hard being a mom of 2 very small kids and being with them 24/7. Even though I love it and I wouldn't trade it, it is really hard. There are days that's really challenging. Toddler phase is not for the weak. Balancing a toddler in the thick of their terrible twos with a newborn is also very challenging, and then you know the lack of sleep and everything. So there's a lot of things like just like mentally that like wear on you. I have suffered from depression and anxiety for like a large chunk of my life. So yeah, I really want to make sure I'm just staying on top of my mental health during like being more adamant about staying on top of my mental health at this time. I figure out some different things that can kind of help with that. And so yeah. And then also mentally, I'm wanting to like boost my knowledge and my skills during this time, as well as like studying things that interest me. Like I really love video editing and like content creation and stuff like that. But I also love like things that related to science, and I don't know, I just have a lot of just like different interests and hobbies. So just like working on studying things more. I'm really wanting to learn how to be more in tune with my emotions. I guess it kind of goes in hand with like mentally, like taking more time to know when I need a break, know I need help and stuff like that. But making sure I am just being more in tune with myself. And a lot, like one of the biggest thing too is I really want to work on self-love during this time and like really genuinely learning to love myself. I think I love myself, but I probably could love myself more. I want to make sure I'm going on solo dates, spending time with myself, and like also really making sure I'm not being so hard on myself and give myself more grace. So spiritually, I'm really wanting to work on myself and really be more stronger in like my faith and stuff like that. I've never been a super religious person or anything like that, but I'm really trying to like have more of a foundation for myself and my kids and my family. Take the time to work on my faith and being more connected to God and stuff like that. First task I'm really wanting to tackle is the spiritual aspect, because I feel like I kind of started that at the end of last year. I did buy a Bible. I got this Bible. How cute is it? So aesthetic. I've had a Bible before, like when I was in high school or middle school or something. My mom did buy me a Bible. I decided to buy like more of a grown woman Bible, because the other one was like very like teenagery. So I started reading the Bible some, but I've read like the first 23 chapters of Genesis so far. I got this The Good and the Beautiful Bible study book. I've only read like 1 or 2 of the Bible studies in here, but yeah, I got this book. I saw like a few different like YouTubers and like random girls that had this book, so I decided to try it out. So those are the two things that I bought off Amazon. Bought me and my sisters this devotion book. It's the Jesus Calling. So I've been trying to read this in the mornings when I can remember. And then this, my sister saw this book on TikTok and she told my mom about it. My mom bought it for all of us as well. And so this is the It's All Good 90 Devotions to Embrace Your Now book. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this continues. But yeah, just trying to stay strong in the faith and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyways, the way that the series is going to work is that each week I'm going to post a video in relation to the series, and it's going to have like different themes for the week of like what I'm working on at the moment that's within this vision board. So yeah, such as getting in the gym, waking up. I'm really wanting to be like a 5 or 6 a.m. girly. So waking up at 5 or 6 a.m., creating healthy habits, working on my skincare, hair care, working on myself physically, working on myself mentally, working on myself emotionally, going on solo dates. Like just each week's gonna have a theme like that I'm gonna be tackling, you know, developing a new hobby, stuff like that. So yeah, the last episode will be like a recap of the whole series and like my key takeaways, how I feel. Do I feel like these things have changed my life and stuff like that? Just like, you know, my overall take on my new journey and how it's transformed me, and then hopefully how it's going to help me carry into the next era. Stay tuned for all that's to come in this era. I'm really, really excited. I hope that this is a series that you find interest in, but also it would be really fun if there are other people that were to follow along on this journey with me. We can do this together and hold each other accountable.